Ladies and gentlemen, we're live with the Crestone Energy Fair volunteers. Specifically, I don't know what their roles are at the Energy Fair, but both of these members are involved in the Crestone Energy Fair ongoing education series. And we've shouted out a lot of the stuff going on there. And specifically, we are trying to promote the July 23rd, 24th. It's next weekend, straw bale building workshop. Now, this is basically the most underpriced type of alternative construction workshop you can get involved in. It's community oriented. So it's basically comes on suggested donation. So if you got a lot of money, give big. If after you're done the program, you think it's worth even more, obviously you can give a tip. But if you don't have any money and you live in a dirt hut, I'm sure they can negotiate something. So it covers all the spectrums. I really like the fact that the Crestone Energy Fair has gotten into more into the alternative construction. They used to do tours, then they started doing like workshops at the fair. Now it's like full blown, community college type workshops. There's not a lot of ways you can gain practical information doing this type of alternative architecture, except doing it. And that's where like the whole Earthship concept comes. You got to go there and you've got to get your hands dirty and do it. And what better way to build your own straw bale house than come to this workshop and learn? Now, Lydia, you're the expert on this workshop and the ongoing education series. What got you involved in actually doing the ongoing education series? And how did you get this workshop up and going? Because from the picture, it looks like this is a full house build.
The picture is an example of what a straw bale house could look like. It's not the one that we're working on. But I've been working for the Crestone Energy Fair for 2 years, and I do generally some decision making and things for them, and then I also do the booking, and so I'm bringing in the people that lead the workshops at the actual fair, and the musicians, and the other talent that comes to the Crestone Energy Fair to share all their amazing stuff with us. And Goldie and I Goldie's worked on the Energy Fair for quite some time, and we thought that there was really an opportunity for us to do things for the Energy Fair year round. A whole year is a long time to go without seeing all your friends together, and to keep the community touched in with each other with like a once monthly workshop seemed really exciting to us. And to have our community remember like the Crestone Energy Fair throughout the year, to help us as a fundraiser, important and good to do. And, the Crestone Energy Fair itself is a free event. So, using building workshops that are more intensive as an opportunity for fundraising just seemed like a good match. Because a lot of people, the Crestone Energy Fair is a really great way to get like a lot of information about a lot of different things. But these workshops in the ongoing education series are a really great way to like dive more deeply and to really like figure out, like, you're like, oh, I was at the Crestone Energy Fair, the mini straw bale demo, I'm going to go learn in a really big way, like how to actually do it for myself. And I think there's a lot of people, it also serves a purpose because there's a lot of people who need help with, have a lot of education and things to offer that can't really happen during the fair. Just kind of opening.
This straw bale building is with Curtis Scheib. He's an expert straw bale builder. Like, what's his background?
Goldie, do you know more about that?
Goldie's sideways and frozen up. Now she's sideways. It's very bizarre.
Oh no.
So I don't know what's happened with Goldie.
Curtis
can you hear us?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's now upside down, actually, in the podcast. Goldie, you might want to sign out and come back in if you can hear us. I don't even know if she can hear us. She's just there smiling. So Curtis Scheib, you don't know anything about him. And is this a house build that you're going to? What's the setup?
He is a longtime builder, and I do know that. And he's like very known in the straw bale building world and has been doing it a really long time, and definitely is an authority on how to build straw bale. And it is someone that you would definitely want to learn from and take his word for it. I can tell you that. And we are working on a house in the Crestone Baca. And straw bale is like a lot of the natural building. A lot of the natural building can be a little more labor intensive. And so is a good opportunity to help him with his build while also getting the experience of like learning how you could do your own straw bale chicken coop, or which is what I'm thinking about doing, or whatever.
Oh, so Curtis is building a structure in the Baca, and you're going to go out to his house.
Yes.
So is the first floor built? Is it half built? I mean, how much is done?
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, so I'm not sure exactly where it's at. If he was, you know, I'm sure the land is cleared and everything. The piece of the workshop that we're going to be doing together is going to be the bale stacking. There's an art to it and a finesse to that, and so we're working on that. And he's talking about the design overall, and so there's some prep work, I think, for bale stacking that's going to already be done, and then we're going to go and do that work.
Okay, so it sounds like he's got the foundation in, and you all are going to do the heavy work and move all the bales into place all at once.
I think we're going to get all the bales in place. We're going to tie them down. If I remember from actually Goldie's workshop at her place, that was like a straw bale hybrid that we did. You kind of press all the straw down with a pressure, like with a, it's not a rope, but it's kind of like a rope. You pressurize them all down and get that going and get them flat, put a board on it so that you can set. So I think we're doing all that at Curtis's.
Do you use barbed wire in between layers like earth bags?
No, we didn't at Goldie's. I don't know how Curtis.
Now, Goldie, we lost you. Do you know more about Curtis Scheib, and can you give us his background on straw bale? You can't hear us. Can you hear us, Goldie?
I think Lydia, different ways to do straw would be the low bearing. Can you hear me?
Now your audio is completely breaking up. Yeah, your audio is completely breaking up on this side.
Oh, darn it. I could hear you guys.
Okay, you're back a little. You want to,
can you,
yeah. What do you know about Curtis?
So Curtis is actually doing a straw bale infill with post and beam. So his is not load bearing. I don't think we'll be using barbed wire, but likely rebar that we will pound through the layers of the bales so that they're kind of connected. And yeah, Curtis has done hundreds of in this valley.
Yeah, so it sounds like you're just building a pole barn with no walls. And in place of the walls, you're going to put up this straw bale construction that's kind of like a passive wall. And you make it more rigid by obviously jamming rebar straight down through each of the courses. So in this case, you're going to learn how to build a straw bale. Let's say it's a passive solar or an insulating wall. It's not a load bearing wall. And that's, I mean, anyone can do that. Goldie's flipped again. Lydia, can you take over a little?
Yeah. Can you repeat your last question?
Just the fact that the type of construction here is not load bearing, confirmed by Goldie. And yes. It's going to be a type of situation where almost anyone that comes here will, when they're done the workshop, be able to do it themselves.
Yes, there will be a lot of information for you to take home for sure. And this workshop actually pairs with another workshop that is going to be in August. That's on the natural plaster. So that's the first weekend in August. And that is what comes after you get the straw bale knowledge and how to build the walls. We're going to do the natural plaster on the outside of it, which has to do with like how you're actually finishing your building.
And what date is the natural plaster workshop?
August 6th and 7th. It's that Saturday and Sunday, the first Saturday and Sunday of August.
Cool. And then the Crestone Energy Fair is just a few weeks after that, and everyone can get involved there.
Yep, definitely.
Now, do we still have slots open for speakers and for vendors at the Crestone Energy Fair? as well as performers, or is anything locked up at this point?
We are getting full, but we are not completely full. So if you are inspired, definitely do let us know. On our website, there's applications for vending and for speaking and for music. And yeah, we're working on finalizing our schedule now. So it would be a good time to get those in if you are interested.
Cool. So this is right near Crestone. The Baca is literally in front of the town of Crestone. As you drive to Crestone, that area, as you approach the city, is the Baca. Am I correct in that, in assuming that?
So when you're coming to Crestone from the highway, you're on. You come down T Road, and if you get to the end of T Road, right in front of the mountain, and if you make a right, you go to town, which is where the energy fair is going to be. And if you make a left, you go to the Baca, which is where our workshops are all going to be.
Yeah, and I'm sure if you put this in on Google Maps, it'd be easy to find. Correct. Plus, you probably have directions.
Yeah, if for the workshop, if anyone is signing up, you'll get a chance to talk to Goldie, and she will get you oriented with what you need to bring, the directions and the address and all that stuff.
Yeah, too bad Goldie's connection didn't work tonight. That was kind of bumming.
I know. Yeah, Goldie's so great to work with. You guys will all love working with her for sure.
Yeah, so support the Crestone Energy Fair. If you can't come out to the Energy Fair and you want to learn about straw bale building, this is a perfect opportunity. It's coming up this weekend, July 23rd, 9 a.m. through July 24th to 5 p.m. It's an all-weekend event. It's well underpriced. It's by donation only, so pay what you have. And you could probably even bring food and help feed the clan, because they're going to be cooking. I don't know. What are the details of the weekend? What are you going to provide?
There are areas in town. If you're coming from out of town and you need a place to stay, Goldie's number is on there. And there's camping options for you. I think we are serving lunch. And at my place, when we did the workshop at my place, we did a potluck dinner on Saturday night after. So that there's an opportunity for potluck and for hanging out and for kind of just being in community as well.
Yeah, Crestone's always a good vibe, no matter what you're doing. If you're just sitting there by a tree, for goodness sakes. So check out the Crestone Energy Fair ongoing education series. Thank you, Lydia Sprouts, for putting this together and doing an awesome job with it, and all the work you're doing with the Crestone Energy Fair. If you're listening out there, you can get involved with the Crestone Energy Fair by never setting foot in that part of Colorado. You can donate. And below the video I have on my channel, the opening video on Oppenheimer Ranch is this talk I gave at Crestone last year, where the first line is where you can donate to that GoFundMe. So if you have a couple dollars, donate to the Crestone. If you want to learn how to do straw bale, come out and learn how to build. Lydia, are you going to be at the workshop?
I will be there part of the time. Yes, I can't be there the whole time, but I'll be there part of the time. And yeah, we have this, and then there's the natural plaster the following weekend. We also have coming up in October, we're doing a composting toilet workshop. And so find a way to stay in touch and get on our email list to find out about all of our events coming up.
Holy crap-a-roly. That'll be a fun one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Composting poop.
It's really important.
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, human ore is the #1 resource that we've been wasting our entire lives. So get with it. Now, guys, come down to the ongoing education series, to the Straw Bale Workshop. You'll get to meet Lydia Sprouts. You'll get to see Goldie. You'll get to meet all the cool people and this Curtis Shive that we're all talking about. It's been a pleasure talking to you, Lydia. Anytime you want to do a promo for your education series, I'd be happy to do it.
Thank you so much, Diamond. I really appreciate you having us.
Yeah, no problem. Be safe.